You're being recorded right now, so go.
Go ahead.
All right, Cowboy Nick, stop. Stop with the Kings leaving. They're not going to leave. They're here to stay. The new stadium is going to be built. Get over it.
Well, the whole thing is, man, they want to stay, that's fine with them. But the fact is, where they're building the stadium, it shouldn't be built. It should not be built there. They should not have to tear down a historical landmark that's been there since 1875.
Cowboy Nick, Cowboy, let me ask you a question. How much money is that landmark making for the city?
As of right now, nothing unless you do something with it. Like
how much is the Sacramento Kings building a new stadium? How much are they going to make and bring to this city?
Probably less than that. Probably less than that with the way the economy's going.
Get out of here, Cowboy Nick. Get out of here. No.
The way the economy is.
This is great.
Build the new stadium. The way the economy is, I doubt anyone's going to be going to the games.
Stop it, Cowboy Nick. Just stop it, please.
There's my answer.
If you were a true fan,
if you were a true fan, just
if you're Cowboy, your Cowboy hat's too tight right now. Come on.
Truth.
No, actually, you know what? He's wearing this kind of hat right here.
I'm not wearing a cowboy hat today.
He's wearing his Russian hat.
Okay, look. It'll be bad. Look, nobody wants the Kings to leave. I don't care what their record is. I don't care, since how long it's been since they got to the playoffs, this and that, whatever. They need a new arena. They got it. Okay, it's over some old train tracks. I don't care.
Dude, it's not. It's a rail yard. It's
still gonna be history.
It's basically it is history though overall, since it has been there since 1875. But overall, I think what the Kings fans should want, they should get. Am I not right, or am I right?
New history. We're going to build new history here with this new arena. We're going to bring in acts. We're going to have basketball. We're going to bring in concerts. Everything. It's going to bring Sacramento back to life. I guarantee that, Cowboy.
Well, there's more to and also there's another thing I'm going to say for Sacramento. Bring Sacramento back into the light. There's other things you can do besides just having concerts. What about the fact that using the money that they do have, why not use it to improve schools?
Okay, but I hate to interrupt this conversation, but we have to get a station identification break. You're listening to the Colin Lodi Sports and Thunder Show while here in Cowboy Nick and Joe from Starkton going at each other's throats.
Hey, yo. Turn my swag on. Power 89.5.
Where? Who that?
Delta College Radio.
And now let the fight continue.
Ding, ding. Well,
Cowboy?
Go ahead. You're up.
If the Kings were to leave, I guarantee you would be the first one to cry about it. Guarantee.
No, I wouldn't. If the Kings were to leave, I'd be like,
oh my God, this is great.
I would have been like, oh well. And the simple fact is, you don't have to have a new stadium. Why not just upgrade the one you've already got?
Are you kidding me?
No, I never kid.
Have you heard the stories about Arco Power Balance, whatever it's called, arena?
Enlighten us.
Okay, if you're not in the shower first as a player, there's no more hot water. Okay? Have you seen the seats in there, Cowboy?
Yes, I
have. When's the last time you've been to Arco Arena, Cowboy?
I have seen the seats.
What was the last time you've been to Arco is what he's trying to ask.
Last year.
Last year?
Okay. Was it a dump?
It was I wouldn't say necessarily a dump, but as much as I would say a landfill.
Can Arco Arena compete with Staples Center, with the new arenas in Minnesota and Cleveland and places like that? Can it compete, Cowboy?
Not really. That's
okay.
on that part.
Sacramento.
Yeah, exactly. If they
you want to hear my actual answer? No.
If they upgrade it, it'll look
very good.
Better than
exactly. Why not just there's your location right now. Tear down the Power Balance Pavilion and build it there.
Where are they going to play at in the meantime, Cowboy?
Yeah, where are they going to play it at?
Stockton.
There you go.
Get out of here.
Stockton.
We got a decent arena.
Wow.
We have a
decent size arena.
Yeah, we have a nice arena.
The Kings are here to Sacramento, whether they build it over a rail yard, whether they build it in the middle of nowhere, whether they build it wherever. The Kings are here to stay. Be happy about it.
Well,
hey, you and your DeMarcus Cousins T-shirt, you got to be happy about it.
Yeah.
what I'm saying is, Why not? Can't they have both? It's a big enough area. Why not build the arena? Build the arena over here, but then have like something over here with to do with the rail, like the history of the rail yard. Make it a bigger attraction. Hell, it's already gonna be in Old Sacramento. Why not make it have to where it can have even more stuff?
I don't work for Kevin Johnson, the mayor, so I can't answer that, Cowboy.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I am saying to all you. That's what I'm saying to all you Kings fans out there. Why not just put in a petition saying, "Hey, let's build it over here, but let's also incorporate the buildings. Let's not tear down the buildings. Let's make them into something that's gonna even like I was just talking about before we got on the show. Why not have part of it as a museum and then the other part as like a sports bar, like the King's Corner or something like that, where people.
But wouldn't that cost like a little bit of money, like much more than the
not necessarily, because you don't. All you'd have to do is do a little upgrades, but you wouldn't have to really rebuild anything. You already have the building there. You already have the foundation. So all you'd have to do is just pretty much have the buildings as are, just maybe a coat of paint, clean them up a bit, make them into what you need, and there you go. You have an attraction that brings in money as well with the new arena and everything like that. So it's basically saying, hey, here, you can have your cake. You can have your cake and eat it too. That's what I'm saying.
Ooh, bold statements.
Let me tell you this. Once they start building the ground on this new arena, nobody will ever remember this rail yard, and nobody will ever remember Cowboy Nick talking about it.
Well,
nobody's ever going to remember Cowboy Nick.
Once they build this I'll tell you this thing for all you Kings fans out there. Once they build this arena, the city of Sacramento is going to probably even more in debt. So.
The whole state's in debt. What is the difference?
Well, the difference is
in debt.
Let's just say this: Sacramento will be in even a bigger hole than it is right now.
Stockton's going bankrupt. Who cares?
Of course, if Stockton's going bankrupt.
So is Lodi.
Yeah, exactly.
The whole state's going. The whole county. The
whole United States.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it's not like you building the stadium. It's going to bring in a bigger crowd. They can't. People right now, as it is, they can barely afford to go to Thunder games or anything like that. It's not like you're going to bring in this, we're going to build the stadium and bring in this big-ass crowd. No, you're not. You're not going to bring in this big crowd. Why? People can't afford it.
With other teams, okay?
Oh, you're competing with other teams. Oh, you're going to compete with other teams. Okay, let me give you an example.
Cowboy,
People can't
Uncle
afford
Arena
it.
Stays, will there ever be an all-star game in Sacramento? Will there?
They probably will, but the fact is, probably people won't even go to because
Sacramento's arenas. It's not really high. What's the correct word I'm looking for? A high medium market is what I'm trying to.
It's not going to be.
With the new stadium or new arena, will David Stern bring the All-Star game to Sacramento, Colin Lodi?
It's possible. I wouldn't.
Yes
I mean,
no?
there wouldn't
yes
be.
No?
It would be a possibility.
Yes. They would bring the All-Star game to Sacramento with a state-of-the-art new arena.
Yeah, a big deal. They're going to bring it. But the fact is, people can't afford tickets to go anyway. Who's got jobs to pay for it? Are you going to pay to buy people tickets?
Can they afford to go to the games in Detroit?
No, not barely.
Cleveland?
Barely.
But they're still going, right?
People can barely afford it. They're not as big crowds as you think. Not
they're
as big as they were.
Right?
They're not as big as they were. I've seen plenty of games at the Staples Center where like half the area is empty because people aren't going. They can't afford it.
At Staples Center, Cowboy?
It's because they don't have true fans. Like
I'm just saying this. Hey, I'm saying this. As it is right now, I'm speaking logically. If we have no money, you have no money. You can't make it. It's simple as that. All you fans out there, even probably there's fans out there that are agreeing with me right now, if you can't afford it, you can't do it. It's plain and simple.
How many of those fans agree with you?
Probably a lot of them will agree with
me. A lot. How much is a lot?
How
much is a lot? That's what I'm trying to know.
I'm gonna estimate maybe 60% of them because
Cowboy,
you could be a fan.
Come on.
I'm saying you could be a fan. There's no problem with being
People
a fan.
will
But the
pay to
problem
go.
is if you can't afford it and you're gonna go if you can't afford it, you've got bills to pay, then guess what? You don't need to be going. So building this arena is not going to change anyone's mind.
I understand that people are struggling nowadays. I'm struggling, you're struggling, the people outside that window are struggling, okay. But trust me, people will pay to go. Not only to Kings games, but to concerts, monster trucks, wrestling, all the stuff that the arena will bring to the city.
That is absolutely true. I got to give it to him on that, especially when there's non-basketball games.
But it's not going to be the crowds you guys think. It's not going to be this big, humongous, like blowout crowd.
I would actually disagree with you on that. I would actually say that there might actually be bringing a bunch of crowds
into there. People like Lady Gaga, people like Beyonce and Jay-Z will not fill that place up.
They might not. Just again, the way the economy is, people don't want to spend money.
Not?
Hey, I'm just telling you the truth. I'm not gonna say whether it is or whether it's not. Why? Because you don't know.
Stadium.
You don't know. You don't know because the way the economy is right now, you don't know.
Okay. Do the All-Star game want to come to Power Balance Pavilion? Yes or no?
To my knowledge, they don't want to. They don't want. To my knowledge, they don't. But that's
with the new arena built, state of the art, all the gadgets, everything. Will it come?
Who knows? I'm not going to say whether it will or whether it won't. Who knows? Who knows?
With the new stadium, it will. This is the best thing for Sacramento. Trust me.
It could be both. It actually goes both ways. It can be the best thing, and it can also be the downfall.
Yeah, Kyle from Lodi, how much is the Kings putting into this arena? Do you know off the top of your head?
Probably a tons worth of money. Pretty much everything that the state of California has, pretty much.
All right, fine.
I would probably estimate right around billions of dollars worth into this arena. That's just probably my guess.
Yeah, I know. I saw the number on the news. I'm not quite sure. Cowboy, this is the right thing to do. You know that the stadium or the new arena is the right thing to do for Sacramento. You know it deep down in your Cowboy heart.
Nope. No, I'm saying this. It is not, in my opinion, it is still not the right thing to do because
so
you're going to damage history just to bring in some stupid sporting arena. Even I'll tell you this right now, for all you folks that don't know, when they built the Stockton Arena, I was pissed off. Why? Where my uncle worked, it used to be a place called Carandos. Ever heard of it? Probably not. But Carandos has been there since the late 1800s. They tore it down, and my uncle worked there. And stuff like that, and they tore it down. And he lost his job just so they could bring in a hockey team and all this stuff. Was it a good thing? Was it a good thing?
Okay.
Technically,
yes,
Stockton's
a totally different story. Stockton is a totally different story.
Not necessarily a different story.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't want to break up this conversation as much as I like for it to keep going, but we're going to have to take a commercial break. When we come back, we got some ECHL and Stockton Thunder stuff and NHL updates. So, Joe, nice of you to call in, man. We got to let you go.
All right, good job, Cowboy. Appreciate it.
All right.
No problem.
You guys did a good job.
All right, take it easy, man.
All right.
All right, so with that said, we'll be right back here listening to the Kyle Lodi Sports and Thunder Show.
Pain in my legs, love in my heart, knowing I'm a win before I even start. Gonna shine even when